Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of Fasty Messes with Electronics. This episode I'm going to be trying to make a NOT gate, but I don't know exactly how that works, so I'm just going to show you how a NOT gate is supposed to work, judging from what I've seen online. So, this is a transistor, and it looks like I'm actually wrong. This is the emitter, and this is the collector, and this is the base. I always thought that the collector was here, and the emitter was here, but maybe it's the reverse. So, if we look like this, here, or I just flip it like this, an actual transistor, the base is like right here, but yeah, this is just a diagram. So how a NOT gate works, from what I've seen online, is that this is actually the output, but this just goes to ground. So judging from the diagram, this goes to the output, which means when the base is on, it goes to ground. But what I question with this circuit is that wouldn't this just be parallel? Like, wouldn't this just be parallel or go this way and this way? Which is what I was wondering, like, won't it just be parallel? So that's what we're going to be finding out in this episode. And from now on, I'm going to have a paper on hand so I can write stuff down. So I'll just put this NOT gate diagram to the side here, and actually I'm going to label it. So let's grab another piece of paper for us to put stuff down, and I'm going to put down a battery. Now, if I take this battery, I'll be right back. So if I take this battery right here and plug it into the breadboard we'll be using, we might use a few breadboards, but for now we'll just start with one breadboard, and this will be our battery. So let's start out by adding a transistor right here, because that's what's in the diagram. And I have no idea like what types they are. So I'm pretty sure that you have the flat side this way, but on the this way. But on the diagram I saw online, this is actually the this is the emitter, and this is the collector. So I'm not sure which way to interpret this, so I'll have to figure it out. But yeah. So I'm going to plug this transistor in to the board by bending the pins a little bit and then sticking them into the breadboard. Okay, and one note I want to make before I do anything else. From what I know, at least, transistors are symmetrical, so maybe these differences don't matter. It just matters that the base is here and the wire is going through here. But yeah, it is symmetrical, so that's what I assume. So this is the transistor, and from the diagram, this is the transistor. So what we want to do is have the input go to the out. And the only way I know of doing that is using a paper clip, because that has no insulation on the outside. But for now I'm going to just use normal wires on the same row of the breadboard going this way. So yeah, so I'm going to grab my wires here and do this. Okay, here's a couple wires we can use. So let's start by hooking up the transistor. So the transistor is going to, and I'm not going to color code this yet, so the wire is going to ground like that, and this is apparently how it works. So then and we're going to use an LED to verify this. I got an LED over there. So then the blue, this is what connects to the LED, which I'll place in right now. So right end is positive, or left end right now. Just gonna plug this in off camera because it's really hard. Man, this is annoying. Keeps bending and stuff. Now I don't know which end is longer. I'm assuming it's the left one though, so I'll just do that. And maybe it doesn't matter, like all the other things, because generally it's usually symmetrical. I mean, it's always current. I mean, I doubt there's like a diode in there. I mean, maybe there is, but I don't think there's like a diode in here. So that is the LED in. So now we need to have the input of the transistor going to the LED. And actually I forgot a resistor in series with it, so I'm gonna grab a resistor. Where are my resistors? Here we are. Okay, give me my resistor. My resistors come in one of those sheets, so when I put them away, I like to use the ones I've already used so that I don't have to take more from the sheet. So plug this wire into here, which is where the resistor can be. Whoops, that's going to cause a short circuit. There we go. And then plug that into the LED. Okay, so now the LED is connected, and then connect this here to ground. So now we need the power, of course. So let's plug in this battery pack into the breadboard right there, but not on camera because it's tricky to do on camera. And I actually messed up my wires, so there we go. Okay. Here we go, now the battery is connected. Then we need to have a cord going from the input of the transistor to the battery, so I'm going to do that. And I'm not color coding like I said earlier. Now the very last thing we need to do is, hold on, if this will go in, is we need to add the base to the transistor. And from what I'm seeing right now, this circuit doesn't work. Like, well, what was I thinking when I plugged this resistor in? Did I plug it in the wrong? No, it's in the right hole. So this theoretical NOT gate doesn't work. So let's compare it to the diagram in here. So, well, ground disconnected, so. Oh, now it's working. Okay. That's a start, but now the ultimate part. What happens when we trigger the base of the NOT gate? Well, first of all, I'm feeling, oh, jeez. Oh, God. Okay, I see what was happening there. I didn't have a resistor connected to the base. I just burned myself, but you probably can't see it, so, let's update that. Let's remove let's add a resistor to that, because, that transistor literally, like, burned my hand, so yeah, that was not good. Well, even though even though the transistor literally got hot enough to cook a steak in 5 seconds, yeah, it is technically a NOT gate, even if it burned me. So I'm gonna cool off this transistor so I can use it again. So guys, remember, always have a resistor connected to the base of the transistor, or else it's gonna burn you. So resistor always in the base, so that it doesn't burn. So if you're okay with smelling electrical fire and burning yourself, then yeah, you can connect to power straight to base. So we did make a NOT gate, alright, that's the important part, but yeah, that is a new discovery, that you always gotta put a resistor, or maybe a couple resistors to your transistor, or else it's gonna burn. So yeah. Well, at least we were able to make a NOT gate. So now that we got a NOT gate, the next thing we need to do is make an XOR gate. Why am I skipping OR? Well, OR is very simple. All it is 2 transistors connected to the output. So that doesn't matter. I'm gonna skip an episode on the OR gate probably, since it's so easy. But yeah, that is the NOT gate. But it did burn my hand, or my finger, so yeah. Bye.